It's the third episode of the Smashing Wallace and Gromit discussions. Today's episode will all be about the vehicles that have been in the Wallace and Gromit films. The vehicles that I'll be talking about today are the Motorbike and Sidecar, the Austin A35 van and the biplane. So let's get started. First off, we have the Motorbike and Sidecar from A Close Shave. I think the Motorbike and Sidecar was a perfect vehicle for Wallace and Gromit. I love how we saw more of this vehicle in action in the chase sequence. The vehicles are a very useful part of the chase sequences in the Wallace and Gromit films. I love when Gromit's sidecar comes detached from Wallace's motorbike and when the sidecar falls down a 2,000 feet drop and then turns into a plane. The motorbike was based on a 200cc Triumph Tiger Club. The Motorbike and Sidecar has featured in many of Wallace and Gromit's adventures. It has featured in books and comics. For example, it featured in The Curse of the Ransbottoms comic strip book. It has had cameo appearances. For example, it was in A Matter of Life and Death. It was seen in Tarpaulin when Gromit is loading the Top Bun Austin A35 van. They had to get a bit of merchandise of the Motorbike and Sidecar because they didn't have much money to make the Motorbike and Sidecar, to make a model of the Motorbike and Sidecar at the time. It also featured in Wallace and Gromit's Children in Need video because Wallace and Gromit were going to use it to jump over some buses, but they end up crashing the Motorbike and Sidecar by mistake. So yes, the Motorbike and Sidecar was the brilliant vehicle for Wallace and Gromit. Next up is the Austin A35 van. This is another vehicle that has been used in many of Wallace and Gromit's adventures. We were first introduced to this vehicle in The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. It was first used for their pest control business, Antipesto. The reason why they chose the Austin A35 van as the Antipesto van was because it was big enough to carry the rabbits, the Bumvac 6000, the Antipesto equipment, and it was also big enough to add some gadgets to it. While making The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, Nick was sent notes from DreamWorks saying, "Why is Wallace's truck so rusty?" They also said that Wallace's car should be trendy, but Nick said that making things old-fashioned will make it more ironic. I think it was stupid that DreamWorks said it should be trendy, because part of the charm of Wallace and Gromit is the time they live in is around the 1960s. It gives it more nostalgia. The Austin A35 van was also been seen in comics. For example, it was seen in the comic strip Pests and Show in issue 16 of Wallace and Gromit's comic, and in the Wallace and Gromit Annual 2008. It was also seen in A Matter of Life and Death, and was redesigned into the Top Bun van for their bakery business, Top Bun. It was also featured in Wallace and Gromit's National Trust video, which saw Wallace and Gromit run a business called Wallace and Gromit's Odd Jobs. The Austin A35 van is my top vehicle in Wallace and Gromit. I love how old-fashioned it is. I think this is another perfect vehicle for Wallace and Gromit. Last but not least, in The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, we have the Fairground Biplane. In the film, Gromit uses the biplane to try and save Wallace as the Were-Rabbit from getting shot by a Victor Quartermain. Originally, the biplanes were going to be on dodgems, but I think it was perfect that they changed them to biplanes because it made the chase more epic. It also gave the chase more speed and excitement. The biplane was seen in the issue 13 of Wallace and Gromit's comic, in the comic strip Dogfight, which saw Philip trying to get his revenge on Wallace and Gromit. But the difference with this biplane is that it is the real version that Gromit and Philip drive, not the Fairground ones. You can see the models of the Fairground biplanes in the At Bristol exhibition in Bristol. So that's it for today's episode. In episode 4, I'll be talking about the best plot twists in the Wallace and Gromit films. See you next time. Bye.